I just really like Vince Vaughn.
Sometimes.
That's the perfect answer to, do you like Vince Vaughn? Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, that's correct. Sometimes I do.
No, just yes.
He's delivered some great
What was-
lines, and I will always respect him for that.
I like his fast talking.
He played a crazy guy in
That sounds right.
Domestic Disturbance.
Yeah. The John Travolta movie?
Yeah. He played
As
the
everyone
bad
knows
guy
it.
against John Travolta.
Yeah, 2001.
Yeah.
How do I know that? God damn it. I hate my brain.
Talking with words.
Cameron, is it okay if I begin?
Please, for the love.
Welcome back to Talking with Words. You're here with Rob.
Cameron.
James?
And Ryan.
And tonight, Cameron is tired. And we watched Until Dawn, the 2025 video game adaptation. PlayStation Studios, right? Is that what it said?
Correct.
Yes.
They have their own thing now?
Studio.
That's what it is. I even said it.
All it takes is money.
Damn.
It's not like they have a massive parent company.
Right. Who would have guessed? If you're not familiar with any of this, what we just talked about, Sony's a technology company from Japan that it was, sorry, the movie and video game.
Until dawn. I'll be here until dawn.
That's the whole point.
That's the game.
That was super. A group of friends trapped in a time loop where mysterious foes chase and kill them in gruesome ways must survive until dawn to escape it. There were a couple people that were familiar. Obviously, number one was Peter Stormare, who
Awesome.
played Dr.
Hill
Alan Hill. And
slash
I'm-
convenience store clerk.
yeah, Buffalo Bill. As the only console video game person here, I don't know if this is, and I also never played this game. This is the first time we watched a video game movie that I haven't played the game.
Shame. Do you want to now? Let's
I wanted to then.
Okay.
I need more time.
Yeah.
I
Same.
got
Until dawn.
fucking A. Where's that meth? But my first question was, when it was Dr. Alan Hill, I wanted to know if it was a combination of Alan Wake and Silent Hill, because this movie had the vibe of those games. I'm gonna look that up later. Where's Derek? Chris? Where are those guys? Chris, Derek. Go check on Taylor. See if he's shitting.
Yep.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Do you drink the water?
Oof.
Do we know the other ones from anything? We talked about a couple of them. James, were they
I
your?
don't think so. Odessa.
The Hellraiser. That was the other
Yeah,
one we were talking
Hellraiser.
about. It's like I'm gonna have to edit some of this silence out, but we'll figure it out. Hellraiser was the other one we were talking about.
Ouch.
That's gonna be fun later because I'm
Uh,
gonna cut it. That's just a joke for us.
Max. He was in Annabelle Come Home.
Oh, which is a part of the Conjuring universe,
Yeah.
As we learned tonight, or as I did
as you did, and Greg Price,
not get that trivia question.
the longest post playoff
Tiebreaker.
tiebreaker.
Jesus.
Half-hour tiebreaker.
That was amazing. Except that it took that long for me to win. We could have just, they could have just given me the money.
I would have gone into a physical challenge.
And
Never-
I
Rob
cried.
tried to tell me, oh, we should be done in 10 or 15 minutes.
Who in the this is like the goddamn baseball series the other night. Right, Cameron?
Sports.
Oh,
Eight-
you have
18 innings.
18 innings.
what's his name sing the national anthem for you before you guys started trivia, or
David Bowie?
no? Who sang the national anthem the other night?
Oh, yes. There is something to this.
Yeah.
It's Brad Paisley. Every
Brad
time
Paisley.
Brad Paisley sings the national anthem at a World Series games, it goes into like way late innings.
Yeah.
It's like 3 for 3, 4 for 4.
Put that guy down.
Terrible.
It's crazy. So
Reputation.
bet
Got
the
the
over.
technology.
Bet the
He's
over.
not that great, anyways.
True.
Speaking of Paisley, I really like your shirt.
I got really excited talking
Yeah.
about sports there for a second.
I was trying to bring
Thank
you
you.
back in. I wanted to wake you up.
Thank you guys.
I mean, you've only been here for 40 minutes, but
No.
Is there parents guy for this? We haven't even started talking about the movie yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cameron keeps dragging us off track.
That's not
Yeah.
me. I'm not yanking anything.
Rated R for strong, bloody horror violence. Gore.
I like buddy horror.
Kind of like a buddy comedy, except
Yeah,
There was
Yeah.
a little bit of buddy horror
That
here.
fits.
it works.
sex and nudity none, violence and gore severe, profanity moderate, alcohol, drugs, and smoking none, frightening and intense scenes
Sever. Perfect.
Mm. I'm looking for the Alan Wake and Silent Hill references in trivia real quick, and I haven't found it, just so you know.
It's probably just me stroking myself.
But I like it.
Me too.
Yeah.
So I said it in a
Now,
recorded on a recorded
Hold
line.
on. I'll retrace what I said after what you said.
No, I already know what you said, and
No.
I
You're
felt
going
it
to
being.
retrace what?
I felt it being retraced as well.
I'm pull I'm
The retracing is real.
I didn't mean to say what I said after what you said.
If I had a nickel.
Dude, don't worry. I haven't hit record yet.
Apparently there was Until Dawn released in 2015.
The video game.
No. Yes?
Believe the video game came out in
Got it.
2015.
And it was released 10 years after on the day.
Oh, was it actually on the day? That's
It
cool.
was. There we go. Okay. Anyways, moving on.
Man, you're a video game nerd, aren't you?
I love video games.
I saw you playing Control the other day. It was a sex game.
all joystick based.
Obviously not. Look at him.
All right. So we start
What's the whole point of this trip that they're going on, Cameron? Do you remember?
yeah, our lovely named lead,
Clover.
Clover,
Come to me, Clover.
is going off to
Over and
find
over.
her lost sister who's been assumed dead for over a year.
Yeah.
To the day.
To the
No, she's just missing. They
Sure.
don't know she's dead.
day. Sure.
They argue about that on the car ride out.
With a group of friends, mind you, like, hey, we're gonna go out on a little adventure, and apparently one of them didn't even know
Yeah.
what they were doing.
Friends plus Abe.
Abe does count just as a +1 at this point.
Yeah.
They'd only been together 3 months.
He felt
he
like a
looked-
+1.
He looked just
He got
like
treated like a +1.
her
He's
ex-boyfriend and also somehow like her ex-girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah. Like Dr. Phil says, you teach people how you want to be treated.
Well, he was the only one that actually wanted to get in the car and
Bum Bike's
leave.
gonna tell him that.
I mean, he had qualities, but he felt like a +1.
He was the only one that had a car that could hold all 5 of them.
Yeah.
Yes, he was being used.
And a solid nose ring for a
that's
man.
Good. He had a nose ring?
No, she did.
Oh, she did. Oh,
Did he not?
There's no way.
No,
a dude
he
had
did
that.
not.
No.
What? Roll it back.
Oh god.
She did. She had the bull ring.
Someone did. I know she did. Yeah. Hellraiser.
His woman. Yeah.
Anyway, what happened next, Cameron?
I mean, I don't know. Car ride, end up at a convenience store. This is where the story starts to take off.
I kind of liked the beginning where they get in the circle and they're like, "Oh, let's see if we can sense her presence because I'm psychic."
And what's the guy say? Yeah, it's okay. You're just a half-ass medium. They make a whole thing of it. Why? For later.
The film did start with a try and escape scene and then a death. That is how the film started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
Started with Megan.
Megan is that the sister?
Yeah, that was
Melanie.
Megan.
Megan?
No, Megan was the.
Oh, Megan was the
Megan's the Asian.
Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Megan was the
Asian lady.
Yes.
I think it's Melanie.
Melanie. Yeah,
I was paying attention.
I can tell.
Anyways.
Yes, it was her crawling out of the ground and then getting killed by a guy in a mask
Yeah.
Correct.
with perfect teeth.
Then we get it on.
He could have used some Invisalign.
We see the transition of a hourglass. Get into our road trip. Here we go.
The end.
Wait, was there more to it?
Well, then they leave the gas station after an ominous meeting with the attendant.
Yeah.
Peter Stormare's character. Did he say his name then, or was it just
He did. I thought he did.
I'm not sure.
He may have just given a first name.
probably
But
he was
there-
probably Alan then, and he's probably Dr. Hill later. Little Jekyll
Yeah.
Hyde's
Yeah,
kind of
probably
thing.
so.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, were you here last? She shows in the picture trying to,
Mhm.
your missing sister.
He was
People ask a lot around here. She's like, well, were you here last year? And the year before that. And the year before that.
Checks out.
He's been there since 76, apparently, or whenever the,
Is that with or without time dilation?
yes. That asks another question now that we've seen the whole thing has he been dead the whole time, or has he been whatever the whole time? And okay,
No,
we won't. We
because
don't. Let's not go to that.
the
because
gas
that's-
station's outside of town. So so the Welcome Center and the sanitarium are the only two things outside the circle or the circumference of the collapsed
Okay.
mine shafts. And so,
Well,
I mean, I know I
he's-
know part of the sanitarium ended up underground, but he would have been the only one if he was working there at the time. He would have been one of the only ones in town that didn't get
That was outside of the
swallowed up.
whatever you want to call that.
Yeah.
Ground zero.
Didn't get Silent Hilled.
Yeah. See? Alan. So he says the whole big thing is we don't know anything, but it's up there down the road. Like they do in horror movies.
Mhm.
Go down the road. They know it over there.
Yeah, lots
A
of
lot
people
go
disappear up
missing
there. You should go.
Go to that place where all
Sounds
those
like a great time.
blood curdling screams are coming from and those geysers of blood. Well, okay, if you say so. So they drive up there.
Very convincing.
Through the rainstorm.
And that was the weird part is like they said, like, we're in this rainstorm. They're all yelling at the guy up front. Turn around,
Hey.
turn around. We've already turned around how
Already
many
turned around
times?
twice.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go back and forth.
So that was my question about that is if they had been going for a while, was it one of those loop things and it just spit them out when it was ready to?
Yes,
Yeah.
Because they were in it.
of course. Yeah.
And
This is just the town from years from now.
Yeah.
Well, and still they make it through. They drive into the center of town, and all of a sudden the rain's gone, and they're like, "Ooh, what this amazing weather phenomenon?"
Just the Welcome Center.
Yeah.
They immediately split up and start examining the welcome center.
They split up several times.
I mean, I
which is
get
a
them
rookie mistake.
not wanting to go back out into the rain, but that was weird.
Yeah, I think we're already over spoilers, but I got one question.
Just one.
Does it all start if and when you sign the guest book, or does it start basically when you're just exploring the town? Like once you're in that storm, you're in. You're in.
I think it's guest
The,
book.
the
Guest book.
game starts when you sign the guest book.
I think you can get in and out
That makes sense.
without getting trapped.
You just got to weather the storm.
I mean, is it that tempting to sign a guest book that has no meaning to you whatsoever?
Well, I think it's one of those supernatural style things where it draws you in.
Okay, when was the last time any
Sure,
of us
because-
signed a book like that with our real name?
But look at what all the things they were
A-
doing.
A wedding? I don't know.
All the things they
Not
were doing,
signing
you
your own-
Not
wouldn't
even
do.
then.
You don't sign your own name?
No, you
They're
make
like,
it up.
"Oh, I'm looking for James.
They
Where the-
found
where is
they
he?"
You think his
signed
name is
Jalen.
James?
I always sign Han Solo. Always.
Okay. And you think I'm doing it wrong?
No, he thinks you're doing it Han duo.
Anyways,
I'm
all
gonna
right.
cut that out myself.
Yeah, please.
So yes,
No, you're not.
so you're saying it starts when you sign the book.
I think
Yeah.
so. Because
Anyway.
every time they woke up,
It's whoever is there now, clearly, because
The loop is
Nina
starting.
was the only one who signed.
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
Sure.
Yeah. Everybody goes back to the place they were in when she got done signing the book.
Yeah, that's true. So that was
She's
clearly
still
the
standing
event.
over the book
and
every time they come
that's
back.
how they kept track of the days. Is it was signed again?
The name gets worse and worse. as
And
you-
it's when she signed is is also when the hourglass started. Like, because she noticed it. Like, did y'all move this?
Yeah. You've got 12 hours or whatever it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Until
Okay.
dawn.
All right, resume.
Depends on the time of year.
We're kind of all right here, but yeah, they go check out the welcome center and find a bunch of creepy shit.
In Glore Valley.
Glore.
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 A little bit of lore, a little bit of gore, a little bit of both
bit of
those.
I knew a Glore or two in my time.
No relation to Glorious.
Horrible kissers.
So really, it starts.
All my notes
Yeah,
are so
yeah,
fucking
it-
obscure.
It starts. You sign the book, and
It just
and the
starts
clock
going.
goes.
They're all noticing creepy stuff or like questionable stuff. Like what was the Abe was standing back there and he starts pulling off of like missing cat block party type stuff.
Back
Yeah,
to
they're
school.
exploring the welcome
to
center
school.
at this point.
The
And
basic
he starts-
flyers.
He starts pulling all the basic flyers that
Yeah.
would belong at a coffee shop down, and it's all missing persons flyers except there's zero information. It's just pictures missing.
No name, nothing.
Yeah, no height, no weight, no date.
Like Grandpa used to do.
Yeah,
You guys
Oh.
remember.
you don't want to make the game too easy.
I know a guy with an electronics store who could make a pretty good video for those.
Oh yeah,
Ah.
Big, strong fellow.
recent videos
Recent videos.
1991.
of all the children.
All's
Yeah.
the children's.
I want to make sure everyone knows that we're referencing VHS Halloween because otherwise that's really fucked up to say right in the middle of this whole conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess you
I'm
kind of
just listening to it out of context. We all know what we're talking about.
we're referencing 2 podcasts ago.
But also, if you're listening to this and
Depending
you
on
haven't
when this
listened to
one aired.
that, what are you doing? Go listen to
Exactly.
It's really all of our faults.
it. True.
Whoever listening, it's at
Sorry.
Bill, Fred,
We're
Mark,
just as much to
James,
blame.
Allen.
So
all your
we're in
faults
the
as well.
welcome center.
But shit just like starts going, and I like how they didn't
Yes.
take off.
Oh,
Once they hit the gas, they didn't take off.
he starts murdering people immediately.
It was great.
I mean, the first one got bisected, like right through the guts.
Good use of bisected.
Yes.
Well done.
Uh,
If I could
and-
reach over there, I would hit that applause button.
Use your strong hand.
Where's my strong hand? Yeah,
That sounds weird.
that's more. That's a
Golf
that's a better applause than I would have given you. Unfortunately, you take that home with you. Put it in your pocket.
Oh man.
oh, I'm learning so much tonight.
So
It's my birthday. The first round of murders. If you're not understanding what we're talking about already through all the obscure shit we've been saying, this is a Groundhog's Day murder festival.
Yeah.
And this first round, I loved watching it happen because the first kid that gets taken out, you're like, okay, so there's 4 left. That's gonna be they're gonna go for a while. No, they just
quick.
go through them. You're like, oh, all right.
So we hear creepy sounds in the welcome center, but we don't know how this guy shows up.
Right.
He just shows up.
Yeah.
Could have been through a door, could have been through who knows what, but he's there.
We figure it out later.
Big dude, jacked up, mask, sutures all over the place.
I mean, he killed him in like that campy axe murder style.
Yeah.
Like every single one of them.
Yes.
I mean,
You know,
the whole premise is great for the purpose of a movie like this. You get to do all the special effects again. You get to murder the same people over and over in different situations, and
Yeah.
you don't even have to explain why some creature shows up and murders you.
No
What was the
reason.
sequence? Abe in half.
Abe, then his girlfriend, Nina.
What happened to her?
She got pickaxed in the back as
In the
she
back.
was running away.
So she's on the floor pickaxed.
Yeah.
The other guy, Clover and Megan, run into the kitchen area.
They run downstairs.
What's the other guy's name? Whoever he is
Uh,
thinks that he can take
Max.
the guy out with a chair.
Yeah, Max didn't work
That
out.
didn't work.
And
Hits
then
him
got
with
it.
a chair.
Got it through the.
Tries to
Through the eyeball.
stab him.
Yeah, the
That's
eyeball
The
right.
came
broken
out.
piece of the chair, and that's when he just
Got
like stops
rejected.
him.
He took it, shoved it in the eyeball.
Eye candy.
And
There it is.
Yeah, we needed that.
That's that
We
reference.
needed
That's,
that.
Got
that's
it.
when he Michael Myers through the closet
Yeah.
That was fun.
to
And
get Megan,
yeah, Megan gets face bashed.
and then
I did like the sequence of her behind the door, like waiting, and then he came through and like she made her little move and had the knife and stabbed him, and you're like, ah, and then just nah,
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
fucking dead.
and then that's when you find out what's going on because the
Your first reset.
hourglass flips over and everybody goes back to where they were when Nina signed the book.
Did Clover always go last?
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
Mm.
I don't know.
No, she didn't.
You sure?
Yes, because the one
We'll get to it.
do you want me to prove you wrong now or later?
No, now let's do it now.
There was one where he cut her throat and he went out and blew himself up with the water.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, that one doesn't count
Yeah.
though. Because
Oh,
Is Alan here?
it's very familiar.
if the whole night would have come to fruition,
What the fuck you talking
it
about?
still would have been everyone else and then her. They took it into their own hands at that point.
Well, at one point we see that
they're
they're
cheating.
at one point we see that there are more nights than they remember, and even
Yeah.
seemed like there were more nights than were names in signatures in the book.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
a lot.
But somehow the cell phones stayed charged and their storage kept writing no matter the time loop.
They got a great plan.
They were on night number 14.
Yeah. So we
when
get
they
our first
figured it out, I guess.
butterfly effect Groundhog's Day reset, and everyone
Palm
has
string style.
some sort of remnants of injured body part that was almost the cause of
Yeah.
their death.
Black
There's some
eye,
aftermath.
Yeah.
bruise
Yes.
on the face.
Yes,
Cut across the nose.
which is a cool way to do it,
yeah, I like that.
and it changed every single time. Like it wasn't building on each other, right? Like that one guy didn't continue to have a black eye. It was just
But they did start to fall apart.
correct.
Like they were getting sick or
Extra teeth, losing hair, all that fun stuff.
whatever that was.
Our second day was
That was the witch.
the levitating
Yeah.
one of
Oh.
Megan, right?
Yeah.
Where I don't feel good. This one's worse.
Don't let it in.
And the-
She turns.
Third night was the bathtub, right?
Yeah.
Yes. The second one was when the old lady came in and grabbed her and she said, "Don't let it in. Either
yeah,
d-
that was all the
survive
same
the
night.
night or become the night
Yeah.
or join it or whatever it was."
That's our first clue.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Survive the night or join it. Correct. Did you write that down? Is that why you remember that?
Yep. Right there.
Smart.
See?
Smart.
But that's when you start seeing
Actually, I didn't. It's a picture of a penis. Got a good memory.
it's an issue. Something like 7% of guys have it. Super bad.
It wasn't a veiny
Yeah.
triumphant bastard, was it?
Yeah, it was.
But that's when they said that's the first time when they see that house across the
Yes, it's brand new, right?
yeah.
And I liked that. And we were talking about it even further on when you started watching the movie again.
I was watching the movie the whole time.
They did a great job of swapping all that shit up. And I didn't realize they were doing the killers differently because it felt like it was that same dude with the mask like the first two times.
It was
Mask,
so-
Wendigo, Witch.
But then you started having
Sister.
the other stuff flow in pretty quick.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the first two felt very similar if they weren't the same good person.
Yeah. I don't think they showed the mask and the face the same.
Well, they
Just-
showed those
just that-
masks in the
Yeah, you see all the porcelain masks
Yeah.
in the house that's there. It was similar, but I don't think it was the exact same person, as you'll realize at the end of the film.
right.
But that's also where they had the the rocking chair and the appearing clown that he decided to drop kick, which if there's a chair rocking on its own with a doll clown in it, maybe don't drop kick
Yeah,
it.
you leave that alone. Also,
Back away slowly.
that chair belonged to the Roman Empire.
Chair looked like it weighed 900 pounds.
It looked, yeah.
The fact that it didn't go through the floorboards.
It has a diesel engine underneath it, I think. Added probably in the 40s. What was that, Cameron?
I got a question about our sledgehammer wielding pickaxe slashing guy. So
Jerry?
so we're saying that it's not the same guy
It was in a couple of them.
because everyone else that we saw was not as able-bodied
The-
as he was.
The time that they kill him with the sledgehammer, it was almost the same as the
That
first time.
shit
I feel like
reset.
I feel like the smile got bigger.
Maybe it did. Maybe he's grabbing a new mask or something. I don't know, but like that person felt like the same.
I thought it was. But,
Rob.
and that's what I was saying. Like, the first two, I was like, oh, it's going to be this guy
Right.
forever. And then it's like, nope,
it's
never
not.
mind. We're going to swap it out. And then he came back like 6 deaths later or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
And in one of the
We
chase
missed a few,
sequences,
so we don't.
Yeah.
one of the chase sequences toward the end, there was even more people,
But
or
they're
creatures.
they're creepy
Yeah.
crawlers, not as able-bodied as this dude.
Yeah,
Yes, it
they're-
was more the original townsfolk.
it was the people that were. It was all the people from the missing posters.
Correct.
Who
When
had
they-
changed
yes.
into those monsters.
Yes.
And Jethro had a purpose.
You know.
Oh, he did.
hence,
Yeah.
Hence, Max's back knee issues there.
Oh, yes.
Yes. They were turning into those.
That was some Alien Covenant moves.
It
I'm
was.
sure he was fine. He looks fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything wrong right there?
Oh.
Nope. Nope. Don't say anything.
Swear I feel something. Nope, you're good.
Good. Is there something on my face?
Uh, oh, one of the video.
The videos.
How did they all die in the second one? So we know Megan, Snap.
So
No.
Max got pickaxed when
Max
he
is
was
his
getting out of
name.
the car, or not Max, Abe. Sorry. So they drive. They go
That's
through
the
the rain.
second one, man.
Yeah. And that's where the
Yes, he gets pickaxed.
See that
By our
huge.
guy
that,
again.
that massive guy on the road.
Demon
they
thing?
Yeah,
come
what
back-
the heck?
It was
Surely
that was
that's
great.
just a projection or
He-
something.
He gets out of the car, and
Oh my
as Nina's trying to get out and unlock the car, she gets squirted on. You all right, Rob?
I knew you were gonna say it, and I couldn't stop myself from already thinking it. And I squirted myself. Excuse me.
But they get got.
yeah.
Megan has
Ma-
already
Megan,
levitated and all that other stuff.
yes, Clover sucks the
Clover's
death oxygen,
sucking from the old lady,
sucking her off.
and she murders Max.
She does.
Yeah.
And then
That's what he gets for being clingy. He wouldn't give her her space.
They all these
yeah,
people
that was-
adapted
that was
really
good.
quick to the fact that, oh, we'll just start over. And
Fucking
start,
millennials.
you know, they kill themselves, they kill each other. Oh, let's just start the next loop.
Yeah, you don't know that.
It's very Palm Springs.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
Well, the book has like so many signatures. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, but they also start deteriorating. The farther down the list you get, it becomes almost illegible.
It's like we talked about with Brightburn, where he's like,
Yeah.
well, I feel like I'm strong. I'm just going to stick my hand to a moving lawnmower. It's like, there's way more steps
few
between
more
I
steps
feel
between
pretty
that.
good and sticking my hand to a fucking lawnmower.
Religion.
Worked out for him.
That's how I got my fourth trip to the ER as a child.
Can you tell I'm waving right now? Didn't work out for me.
Reset our night.
This is
And the bathroom.
bathroom.
A
This is
bathroom
the
night.
bathroom.
I loved this one.
Didn't
Yeah.
expect it.
The quickest night and at the same time longest night that they had.
And the most moist.
You're not
It's just
gonna
crazy.
you're not gonna beat this by sitting around.
This is the night that they had like
Yeah.
almost all gone, but it also lasted to us 5 minutes.
Yeah, they were almost at the end.
It was fun. What happened, James?
Well, they're stuck in the bathroom, which made sense because they're like, okay, we got to survive the night. Let's go someplace where they can't get us. And the most safe room in a house is the bathroom,
The old shitter.
usually construction. And they're in there practically all night, just bored to death and scared. And then someone's like,
Not to death.
one of them walks up, is like, I'm
Yet.
thirsty. And he uses this dusty old glass and turns on the bathroom faucet, which Megan knew from previous loops that it didn't work, but it did work. They got some water. They all pass it around. And then the first guy that drank from the glass
Abe.
Abe.
starts to feel poorly.
Just coughing up a little blood. Nothing to see here. Let me
Tried
wipe
to
that
play
off
it off,
the
yeah.
shower curtain.
James, that was an amazing summary.
There it is.
I applaud you.
You guys need a second or
What happened after they drank the water, though?
In the vapors.
I don't know how to describe it.
Well, I would describe it as because Abe
Yeah.
fucking exploded, and it was amazing.
And like
Didn't see it coming.
yeah, the
At
viewer,
all.
The viewer's like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe he's just gonna start throwing up blood or
I
something.
thought
Let's see.
blood.
I thought
Maybe
he was
an
going to
alien will-
projectile vomit blood.
That's the natural progression.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, my tum tum hurts.
My tummy hurts.
The first guy explodes, and everyone else in the room is like,
We all drank the water.
And for the last 2 minutes, we watched them pass around this same glass and drink out of it all together, and they all just look at each other like, "Fuck."
That's the one thing we call. We're like, don't drink the water.
but they,
don't do that.
everybody mostly spontaneously exploded except for Megan, who first explodes from the knee down on one leg.
Because she took smaller sips.
Yeah, maybe she just like
And-
lapped it.
And then she has bloating in her stomach area, which then pops
That
like an
was-
old cow.
That was fun.
What old cows are you hanging out with?
Those little like gas bubbles. I know what he's talking about.
Thank you, Cameron.
Yeah, like full
Aren't
of
we the
methane.
only two that know this?
I don't know.
He's
I didn't grow up on a farm or anything.
How do you not know this? It's
Okay.
cow culture. Never
You
mind.
guys need to get educated.
Anyway,
continue.
she swells up and pops through her stomach, and then she finally dies. It's like they really tortured that poor girl with the exploding.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I think her head ultimately exploded, though.
I
That
think
was
she's
that was
still-
I
that
believe
was step
so.
3.
I believe so.
Yeah, they just
Oh,
drug
yeah.
it out.
Do you think it was because she was a medium or because she took sips?
sips.
Yes.
It's a sips.
Fair. And this is also another one of our Dr. Alan Hill's.
But
Visits.
then again,
This is the first one that we see
Well, he was the first time that
him visit the actual house.
That we do actually
then-
see him
yeah.
walk in. Yeah.
because that's when he said you don't win by sitting still.
Yes.
That was what they learned on that loop.
right before she exploded.
I feel like that's just
All over his face. He enjoyed it though. You
It
saw
did
the
happen.
smile.
Oh, he was
Oh, yeah.
very happy. He licked
Yeah.
his lips.
yeah.
Giddy like a schoolgirl.
One of those kind of guys. I felt like this was a nod to gamers. Like,
I felt the nod.
I'm assuming if you just stay in one place in this game, you're not going to survive. That's how what I got out of that.
We'll find out.
I'm going to have to play it in a minute.
Yeah.
This will be a unabridged version later.
What was after the
Until
exploding?
dawn, Cameron. Until dawn.
Please God. What was after the exploding?
Bruce Campbell.
Now
So-
she's starting to become kind of a badass. Like
Also-
I know how to do this.
At the beginning of this, the water tower appeared. So
Yeah.
it has been
A new piece of the
Foreshadowing.
town each time. Yes.
Yes.
It was.
and this next one was the
Water tower.
whenever they came across Megan.
No, Megan's the little Asian girl, Melanie.
Melanie.
No, this was when they had the camera and Megan was gone.
Yeah.
Right when they woke up and it was like
We're already there. That's the
how
last
many days
one.
later, right?
That's the last one. Is that it?
I think
Well,
that
they
happened
were-
next.
They were on 13. And
Because
they
we
were
still have
trying
to
to
have
remember
the-
some of the
Because they went to the camera and then we watched like 8 nights quickly, like VHS, those camera shots.
we did miss the
Or did we have one night with her already being gone, them killing themselves, saying we need
Yeah.
to still find Megan Okay.
Yeah, because
That's where-
Oh, that
when
was that
he
Bear
slipped.
Trap.
Bear Trap night.
Bear Trap, yeah.
I'm missing Bear
Because
Trap.
she's getting badass. Like, we got to go do something.
Yep.
We got to go figure this out.
Yeah, half the group goes through the tunnel, and then she gets stuck in the bear trap, and Max comes after her.
But that still could have been discovering that Megan was not there. I don't know. Because I don't remember how Megan dies in this one.
Megan gets
I think Bear Trap was a different night than.
Megan falls through the skylight that
Yeah.
night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay.
Help me!
maybe
Help
watching
me!
this film?
Help me!
that was the same
What
night
was
where
it?
they
Caddyshack.
they collectively used the sledgehammer to smash the serial killer's face in.
That was the last one.
And that's how they basically defeated the serial killer.
Yeah, that was the last one though. This one was
No, it's this one.
It's this one.
when she fell through.
Yeah,
Oh wait, no.
because he
That's
tried
right.
he tried to pull her off.
But it took all three of them to lift that sledgehammer and bang that dude's
Yeah,
face.
there's two different versions here.
Oh yeah,
Because the last one, he comes through and just smashes it and falls through like
Yeah.
fucking Batman.
This one's just her going
Superhero
in,
landing.
and Max
Yeah.
goes, Megan.
And then
Yeah,
he
that's
gets he starts dragging her. He's like, "Fuck that!" and he runs away.
yeah.
And then he
That's
comes
true.
across Bear
Goes-
Trap.
Yep.
And he's
Yeah.
like, "I can't do it! I can't do it!" And sister comes out screaming. He's like, "Oh, got it!" And then snaps it on her face,
That was
which
pretty
was
fun.
Yeah.
great.
That was fun.
Yeah.
And then
And that's when they hide in the edge of the caved-in mine shaft.
And then
said, "They're all dead.
bye.
Let's just kill ourselves." He slits her
try
throat.
this again. Yeah,
He goes out and pops.
Yeah.
Reset. Now we have the videos on the phone, which
And-
those were
dude,
fun.
That's
Oh,
right.
shoot, where's Megan?
Yeah. I feel like just whoever was in charge of doing the phone videos was like, "Can I just do VH1 or VHS?
VHS. Yeah,
VH1?"
How did Megan get Abe's phone?
Well, no, Abe had his. Oh, in that one,
Yeah.
he died and she picked it up.
Yeah.
Like
Ah.
it's laying there next to his head, and he's just.
That was fun.
And she picks it up, and
That was a really fun sequence.
those were good.
Started
And you got to see a lot of different creatures.
a lot of different effects too.
Yeah.
So
Those
when
were good.
was
The bug one, and that was practical. I think I saw it on Instagram. There was like a story where they
yeah
do the practical effects docs,
yeah
and it was showing they had like a string back here, and they were pushing the. James, just you look excited at me talking about it.
It was not my favorite thing to watch.
It was good. I like that.
Executed well.
Looked
Don't get me
great.
wrong. They did it so well. I don't want to watch it.
And then the full reveal.
They did the same thing too. Like, no, yeah, you're fine. It's not getting
Yeah.
worse.
No, it's gone. I don't see it. Yeah, I think
Oh,
Oh, maybe it fell off.
Just a little bit of cover up. I don't know.
They did that a few times. That was fun.
so many horrible ways to die too.
Yeah,
Those were fun.
good times.
Good,
Yeah.
good times.
Let me reminisce. And then you have the okay, well, we're probably out of chances. We should try this for real.
This one
What a
means
fucking
the most.
movie move. God damn
Let's
it.
go in. Stop running away. Let's run to it. Let's open up
Into
this mine shaft.
the massive tunnel.
Yeah.
I love how the first time they opened that door and saw the tunnel, they're like, no, thank
He
you.
goes,
And closed
"No."
it right back up,
Yeah, it was
which
a
is
nope.
the correct
Yeah.
instinct.
And that was the whole point that they wanted to subject with that massive, unfathomable tunnel full of weeds. It was a sex metaphor. We all know it. Cameron kept talking about it. He wouldn't let up on it.
That's right.
That checks out.
But they go through this whole thing, and they had I liked the whatever creature we're going to call the one where they were looking through the door, and it was way out in the background,
Yeah.
and it had like that moment, like we're not gonna, and it went to the left, and then it just appeared right in front of them.
Yeah.
That was good. I like the way they did some of that stuff, and the whole chase, and they're like, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get the that guy and try and find our friend.
The chase scene felt very video game esque.
Very, yeah. I that's one of those things I'd go back and check and see. I bet that was based directly off something
Yeah.
like they did with Hitman and stuff like that. Whenever they did those,
Yeah. Hitman and Doom.
We missed one little thing.
Just one.
Not that I want to add more time to this.
You know what? Let's start over.
Yeah. Run it back.
It was not in this sequence, but maybe the night before. Max
Max.
finds VHS tapes. That he's like, oh, maybe this will help. Puts it in
First one's
TV.
porn.
First one's porn, not that one.
Different kind of help.
Puts in the second one, and we get a little bit of update of what's happening.
A backstory.
A little backstory. We see
Little-
here maybe
One of the doctor's patients.
one of the doctor's patients progressing through what it's going to be like if y'all continue down this road.
What happens to you over the course of the resets after
And-
death?
He was on number 11.
Yep. Immediately after the video, we get through the radio, CB radio, our doctor talking to our
Clover.
yes.
Clover, are you there, Clover?
And they just have a little back and forth of someone needs to die. You guys can escape, sure, but someone needs to die.
Yeah. Everyone else can go if there's a death.
Let 4 of you live.
Yep.
If one of you dies.
And this is how Clover got in her bear trap, because he's like, meet me in the woods.
Yes, exactly.
And she,
That's what it was. Yep.
you know, like a super genius.
So now fast forward back to where we are.
Now we're to the last night. Oh, that was way heavier than I thought it was going to be.
It's
Your
heavy.
mic.
It's a heavy flow.
God damn. Can you hear me? Oh. They're going after, and this is also because
Megan
showed
Megan's
Megan's
disappeared.
gone.
Megan, but her last video on the phone was her showing that he went through the door and she went to follow him. So they're going through the door to follow him.
Great. Yep. That's perfect.
So now we've got Clown Batman come through. The three are like, we'll stop him. We'll deal with him. You go get the doctor.
that was fun, wasn't it, though?
It was.
Like him just tapping that sledge and falling straight down.
He went full on Batman. I
It was
loved it.
awesome.
Yep.
And then her finding Megan in that room.
I loved her little journey.
Uh,
She had a good journey.
She did. Well, 28 days later.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I could think of. It's like, this is exactly what we saw when they go out into that little patio, and they've got that the one black army guy that changed into a zombie
yeah.
is pinned up in the
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll have to
Wasn't
get into
racist
that.
at all.
Was that me?
No, that was me. Sorry. It was a chair. At least it wasn't Ash busting through the door.
No
that's
shit.
what I was afraid of
Jesus
this being.
Christ.
God damn it! Is he back?
I like how they did that.
Everyone stay still. They can't see you if you stay still.
James called it the red light district. That
Yeah.
whole
Yeah,
sequence
yeah.
of the creature, whatever, knows someone's there. The light flashing in and out. You as a viewer knows something's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Every single time the light pops on. It was just well done.
And the makeup and everything, since they went practical with it, looked good.
It was awesome.
Like it, not going CGI helps a lot when you're going to do practical light and practical makeup.
She also meets her sister on this journey to find Megan.
She does, and she penetrates her.
She kills her. Straight up.
Stakes. That's right.
Stakes were high on this one. Two sisters.
One steak.
I wasn't going there, but all right, you finish it, James. To each his own.
I leave that to the viewer.
But then we also have the Matrix architect showdown. I don't know why that's what I kept thinking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, his room was set up similarly, just a few less TVs.
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
it was very well. Here's what I'm doing. Here's your part in all of this, and oh, you don't like that, and I'm fucked. Okay,
That was a video game shot for me.
that's what it felt like. And there's probably one of those.
As soon as she got in his office, I was like, that is literally.
Well, his explanation made no sense whatsoever. I mean, first off, it was the other girl that signed the book.
They're all
But
here
then
because
he
of you.
explains that all this is because of your psyche, blah, blah.
He had a whole patient file on her.
Sure
And then
did.
he's been around this thing for years and years and years, and he apparently doesn't know about the water.
Yeah.
Well, he just didn't.
His desk is constantly being dripped on. It's not like a new drip.
Also, it
Well, he's a
changes based on
doctor. He's
who's
not going to
there,
lick the
right?
desk.
I thought she was looking at the letter opener or something that was getting dripped
Yeah.
on too.
I thought she was looking at it.
That's
as
where I
a-
first went until
Same.
I saw it dripping and it went back and
Yeah.
focused from the other side on the coffee cup. I was like, ah,
But this dude got maybe 3 or 4 drops in his coffee. Surely Megan drank less than that to have her,
the caffeine
or
makes it
more
stronger.
than that, and still had her leg just pop off. Come on.
I mean, Alex had like
Come on.
3 and then exploded after like 5 seconds.
yeah.
It's like when you take coffee and fiber pills at the same time.
Just can't hold that in.
You're not going to shit your pants, but you'll shit someone's pants.
Oops, I shit my pants.
Thanks, Oops, I
I
shit my
shit
pants.
my pants.
So he shits his pants.
Guy, poop comes out of your butt.
Doctor? Doctor? Uh, so yeah, the water blows him up, and she says someone has to die for all of us to get out. So you have that whole moment of he's dead. Can they all survive? Because you have
Megan's next door.
whatever the hell was chasing them. They had a bunch of different things chasing them at the end. I couldn't
Random
keep up.
creatures.
All of the missing people.
Is that what it was? It was just
Yes.
all the
Yeah, it was all the missing people that had turned into whatever creatures,
the
very descent-like, which I think we all.
Winnebagos.
Yeah,
Those.
Wendigos.
I was gonna see if anyone caught it good. Not Astrovans.
Yeah, not an RV.
Uh,
This isn't road rules, Rob.
please God, never say road rules again. But then they have the Evil Dead. That's what I
Yeah.
always think of. The hand coming out of the
That's what it
I
ground.
was thinking Poltergeist, but
Yep.
The iconic
Yeah.
they are going to make a Poltergeist too.
Dawn
Can't
of the
wait.
Poltergeist is what it's called. And then they get pulled back. You're like, oh. And then they come back out. You're like, oh, okay, they're gonna make it.
The sun comes up,
And then they do the timer set, and the sun comes up. But
the rain starts or stops.
3 things happened between the movie and our conversations. One is they all get out and they're like lay down like, oh yeah, we made it. We survived. Sun's coming up. And my first thought, and apparently at the same time, everyone else's thought was, well, your sister's still fucking dead.
Yep.
What
Hey, she got her
time
closure.
well spent.
Do you guys have fun? You get some closure?
And then they're all laying on the ground like, we made it. And the other guy's like, hey, you guys want to get the fuck out of here? It's like,
Yeah.
that's the right.
He had
yes.
the right energy for it.
Where is that been all this time, Abe?
Yes.
He was a psych major.
Because the creatures that were pulling you back in that whole hole were not too far away.
You know, they're right.
Right there.
Right, I can see them.
Right there.
They're looking at me in that big hole that we just came out of.
Don't use the dirt mound as a pillow. Leave.
Don't look them in the eye.
It's
Don't
fine.
give them
You've
money
already-
for
You've already
God's sake.
conquered them.
I enjoyed it. I thought that
It
was,
fun.
But then you get the end scene. Seriously?
go on.
The end.
You get
Go
the doctor whistle.
The
Oh yeah, and it
We're gonna
switches
do
to
another
the
one of these?
cabin in the snow and the
So we're like,
SUV
oh,
pulling up.
he died. Dr. Hill died.
Huh?
Don't know.
it's called DLC,
Doesn't sound like it.
downloadable content.
I did a whistle, but it was more like a mockingbird
Yeah.
whistle
A Mockingjay.
from Hunger Games.
Monkey.
I don't
I
remember.
Thought I
don't
heard
think they
Negan.
have mockingbirds in that. If you blew a little harder, it'd be more like a lightsaber.
Not that.
Oh.
Not that. I tried to whistle and something else happened.
Happens to the best of us.
I'm gonna have a best of Cameron compilation
Jeez.
that's going on there too.
Really good.
Jeez.
We got you to say some weird stuff on that VHS Halloween pod. Go listen to that back.
I
You got a
stand by
couple of.
Oh yeah.
I just posted it.
He's never going to be as impressed by the things he says to himself.
It's true.
Yeah, you don't see me when the camera's off.
Maybe you hung out more.
I think this was better than the first film that we were going to watch from a pod content. Come on.
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic
Yeah.
Four.
I mean, who's seen that already?
James.
I have.
All right. Who's seen this one?
None of us.
Beautiful. So you love that.
So it's the same.
No.
So you still need to see Fantastic Four.
I'll watch it, sure.
I agree. This was a good choice.
Yeah, it's fun.
Good
I
call,
liked
Cameron.
it.
Thank you.
You did well
Thank you, man. Thank you.
picking this
You're welcome.
movie out of nowhere.
I had this one in my back pocket
Who would have guessed?
for such a night as this.
If only there was some sort of time limitation.
Man, for real. Well,
Anything else?
I think we covered it pretty well.
Yeah, my last note is Sister Still Dead.
Yep. It was a fun watch.
It was fun.
Yeah.
I kind of hope they do another one just because there's no ceiling.
Yeah.
Like they can do whatever the fuck they want. It's like Cabin in the Woods. Just
I took it Belko experiment style.
Yeah. They
So they're like
yeah,
they're doing this all over the world.
just keep going with it.
Yeah.
That'll work.
I'm gonna have to go buy another PlayStation just so I can play the game now.
I got one.
I think my PlayStation 2 still works.
Cameron's not going anywhere.
I am. I
Why?
have,
Over to that couch to watch us play.
I
until
have-
You act
dawn.
like you got to get up early or something.
I have a cruise to catch.
You going on a cruise?
Oh man,
You big dog. I wish I had the money for that.
cruise to Thailand or
Nope, that'd be a long one.
that's what she said, or he.
That'd be a lovely long time.
Lady boys. James, anything else?
No.
Ryan.
Watch it. It's worth it.
Good choice.
Solid.
Good choice, Cameron. Well done. Charlie.